Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are picking them. We have a bracket and we are going to do some bracket predictions. March Madness, the NCAA tournament is upon us. Illinois, as you can see that we're repping a big win in the Big Ten tournament earlier on today's selection show. Comes right down through that, and so the bracket is set for this year. And we are going to run through it all. There's a lot of teams I'm very familiar with and a lot that I'm unfamiliar with. So it's going to be interesting along the way, but I'm not really good at these. I had a good run a couple years ago, but other than that, my brackets, the 10 that I do every year, none of them are anywhere close. But let's start off at the top of the East. Here we go. UConn, easy number one. They'll top Stetson. This matchup got me out of my chair early on in the selection show. Very intriguing. Northwestern grabs a 9 seed. They're matched up with FAU, and I like both these teams. FAU kind of tumbled toward the end of the season, just hoping to hold on to that spot. Northwestern kind of did the same. I'm going to go with the 8 over the 9 FAU there to knock off the first Big Ten team. Then San Diego State, they'll go up against the 12 seed UAB. I love 5-12 matchups, always my favorite pick upsets, but not there. Auburn, Yale the win in their conference tournament on the buzzer beater. Give me Auburn in that one, a good 4 seed winning the SEC. BYU Duquesne, first trip to the tournament since 1977 for the Dukes, but I like BYU on top there. Illinois Morehead State. I heard some analysts. I don't know anything about Morehead State, so when I saw that, I thought, you know what, 3 against 14, I'll take it for Illinois. But some analysts liked Morehead State, and although Illinois has had struggles in the tournament, I'll take them every day of the week against 14 Morehead State, but could be a bit of a challenge there. This East is really challenging. Moving down, Washington State and Drake. How about my first upset of the day? 10-7, Drake, the Missouri Valley Conference champions, over WazU, Washington State Cougars. I think they're the Cougars, right? And then 15-2, Iowa State, who is rolling. I really like them over South Dakota State. Well, let's see. We'll keep going down all the round of 64 before moving on to the round of 32. Going down, I guess we got to pick I guess we don't pick the first 4. Howard Wagner. It's going to be one of those 2 teams. Anyway, North Carolina should have no issues there. Mississippi State, Michigan State. I was pretty surprised to see Michigan State get in there at a 9. I'll take Mississippi State's a tough matchup for them. Michigan State, Tom Izzo has a way in March. I don't know. That's a tough one to pick. I definitely will be picking Michigan State in a lot of my other brackets, but I'll go with Mississippi State here in this one. St. Mary's Grand Canyon. How about GCU? They had a really good season, only like 2 or 3 or 4 losses there. So, tough pick in that area of it, but I still like St. Mary's. They also had a very good season on their own, so give me St. Mary's to top Grand Canyon. Alabama and Charleston, the 4 seed Bama there for a 5-4 against St. Mary's. Clemson, New Mexico. Rick Pitino's squad, the Lobos, they had a competitive game with Utah State. I think it was the one I watched a couple nights ago, but I like the 6 seed Clemson Tigers there. Good season for them. And then they'll set up a matchup against Baylor, which that won't be an easy 3-14 matchup. Those are also upset prone. Colgate had a good season. Dayton, Nevada. Flyers looking good this season. Arizona, Long Beach State, an interesting story, but hopefully for Arizona, they don't have too much of a struggle there. Let's go up back to the top. I guess we have to pick this side of it, and we'll do UConn FAU in the round of 32. FAU could go on a run, but UConn will stop them. The Huskies to the Sweet 16. San Diego State, Auburn. I'll stick with number 4 seeded Auburn over San Diego State, but San Diego State, a team that's gone on runs in March before as well, so no gimme there. Moving on, BYU, Illinois. I really hope that Illinois can cruise into the Sweet 16 because that's a barrier they needed to get over. They will have possibly a struggle with BYU, as who knows if those teams have ever played each other. Not anything that I can remember. But give me 3-seeded Illinois and Drake and Iowa State. 2 teams from Iowa. The 2-seed Iowa State, they're playing well, and that's going to be a really good game, the 3-2 there in the Sweet 16, if we get that set up. Sorry, I'm trying to fill these out on my phone while I go so I have exactly the same so I can refer to it on my phone and not just always my computer. There we go. All right, North Carolina, Mississippi State here, 8-1. Give me another 1 seed with the win. Although North Carolina has been shaky at times, who knows? They could very easily be the first number 1 team to go down. St. Mary's, Alabama, 5-4. St. Mary's, please. In that one, go into the Sweet 16. 6-3, Clemson, Baylor. Baylor's played some really good games against some tough teams. Clemson's done the same. Another upset down here at the bottom. Clemson with a win there. Dayton, Arizona, no upset. Arizona going to stick to it. They'll go to the Sweet 16. Keep it going back to the top. In the Sweet 16, 2 games from each region. UConn, Auburn. This would be a big win for Auburn. Can they get over the hump? No. UConn's going to the Elite 8. Illinois, Iowa State. The Illini's run will stop there. It'll be a 1-2 Elite 8 for UConn and Iowa State. Now North Carolina, St. Mary's. Does St. Mary's have that push in them to the Elite 8? It's a tough pick for me. I'm going to say no. North Carolina's going to top them. Arizona, they're going to get by him as well. Arizona's had some very shaky bits this season. That's a tough pick. Here, oh man, I might have dug myself into a hole. I like Ohio State in that top matchup. I am confident in that. But one thing that I'm not too confident in is what's going down here at the bottom. North Carolina, Arizona. I hate to pick against Arizona, but they've had some shaky bits this season. And I hate to pick North Carolina because they've done the same. Both wins would be big. I'm going to put North Carolina there. As I put the 1-2 in that Elite 8 for both sides. But North Carolina, the Final Four, I just can't resist. Now we'll move over here to the opposite side. Start in the South, Houston should have no problem with Longwood. Nebraska, Texas A&M, intriguing matchup there. Texas A&M fought hard to get to that spot. Nebraska has some weapons. They have some big wins. I'll go 9-seeded Texas A&M there. Should be interesting. Nebraska definitely a chance. This is another really good one. This one's not full of a ton of firepower in the South, but they're full of intriguing games. Wisconsin, James Madison is one of them. Wisconsin's on fire. Just had to fight through a lot in the Big Ten tournament. Do they have an to knock off James Madison? No. 12-5. Maybe just because I don't like Wisconsin as an Illinois fan. But no, James Madison, I think it was 31-3. How about my first 12-5 upset of the day there? Duke and Vermont. I'll go Duke. Texas Tech, NC State. NC State got in with that tournament win. They're playing pretty well. And could they be gassed coming off of that tournament? I'm going to say possibly Texas Tech a win, 6-11. NC State, watch out for them, though. Kentucky, Oakland. I'll pick Kentucky. Florida against the winner of Colorado and Boise State. Lots of frustrated people out there thinking Boise State should not be in that spot. Florida just lost a big man, so I'm going to put Colorado or Boise State. I'm going to pick Boise State to win that first 4 game, and because of that, I'll pick the 10 seed over the 7 seed Florida. They lost a big man, looked pretty bad. Don't think he'll be coming back, but who knows? Maybe you guys will step up from Florida, which is what you have to hope will happen over there. Moving down here further, trying to hurry through this. Marquette, the 215, they will go up over Western Kentucky. To the final side, the Midwest. The 1 seed is Purdue there. They'll get that 16 play-in game, and Purdue will win that one. Utah State, TCU. I really like Utah State's team. The way that they have been playing. TCU, nothing easy there, though, in the 8-9. Gonzaga against McNeese. Analysts are high on McNeese, and Gonzaga, I don't think they have really... They haven't caught my eye. Maybe I just don't pay close enough attention. They haven't really caught my eye this season, but McNeese, I think Gonzaga can outlast them with maybe their physicality there a bit. Kansas, yeah, they've had ups and downs, but sure, I'll go Kansas. In the 13-4, South Carolina and Oregon. Oregon playing fine. South Carolina's kind of drifted toward the finish after having some big wins in the middle, but another 6-11 win. In that spot, Creighton, Akron, who knows? Upset possibly here, but Creighton, the way that they've been playing, should be all right. Texas has the winner, Colorado State and Virginia, and Colorado State, I'm going to pick to win that game. I'm picking both 10-seed play-ins to win. It's bold by me. And you know what? I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it before anything goes final. Colorado State, they're going to be off that playoff game. I don't know if I have confidence with them coming out 2 games in a row, but I would pick them to win that play-in game. But Texas, 7/10 win. And then Tennessee, St. Peter's, look out for them. Dalton Connect and the Bulls will roll there, though. So, not lots of upsets yet. But we'll see as we go here. So this is the first time I'm filling out a bracket, so this is pretty shaky. But here we go. 9-1, Houston, 1 seed win. There we go. James Madison, Duke. I don't like picking a 12/4 there. I'll have the 4 seed go through to the Sweet 16. Texas Tech and Kentucky. Texas Tech, do they have an upset in them? Kentucky's been rough at times, but they've finished strong. I'll send Kentucky to the Elite Eight, or the Sweet 16 rather. The winner of that playoff game, I suspect it'll be Boise State. Going against Marquette, will they get Tyler Kolek back? Hopefully for them, they will. And Marquette, the 2 seed, going through. Purdue, Utah State. Could this be where a 1 seed goes out? No, Purdue will win that game. Gonzaga, Kansas. How about the 5-seeded Zags? They never go away in March. Kansas, I don't have a lot of confidence in them at that 4-seed mark. Gonzaga, oh my, there they go again. South Carolina, Creighton. Lots of upsets wins for South Carolina this year. Creighton, can they sustain what they've been fighting for? I'm going to say yes in that 3-6 spot. Texas, Tennessee at the bottom. Tennessee to win. Back to the Sweet 16 to pick the Elite Eight. Houston trying to go to the Elite Eight. Against Duke, Houston will go. I trust them. I like the way that they've been playing. Kentucky, Marquette. Wildcats, they have their way. Marquette, will they be healthy? Kentucky winners. 3 seed to the Elite Eight. Down further, Purdue and Gonzaga. Seeing how this will all shape up. Still trying to fill it in on my phone here. This is difficult. I do apologize. All right, here we go. Purdue, Gonzaga. 1 seed to the Elite Eight. But will Purdue be able to get over that hump? That's the big question. And I'm debating. You know what? I'm changing this. I'm gonna pick Kansas to move, and I'm gonna. I don't know if I can ride with Purdue to get to the Elite Eight, but I am. I'm gonna go back to where I'll send Purdue to the Elite Eight, and I'll go back to where I was and trust them there. And finally, for the last one, Creighton, Tennessee. 3/2. Send me a 3 to the Elite 8. Creighton, how about them? I think they have what it takes if they can sustain what they've been building up. Tennessee is going to be a very tough matchup for them, though. To pick my Final Four, Kentucky and Houston, I'll go with the 1 seed Houston. Down at the bottom, Purdue and Creighton. The Cinderella ride, although they're the number 3. Well, hold on. Sorry. What do I do here? Dug myself into a deep hole. And I'm changing that. I'm going to put Tennessee in the Final Four. So 2 1 seeds, 2 2 seeds. I'm sorry I got you excited, Creighton fans. I think Tennessee has enough physicality and speed and offense to beat Creighton, beat Purdue if they can match up with them. And now to pick my national championship. Iowa State is going to beat North Carolina. Houston is going to beat Tennessee. Now to pick my national champion. This is a big choice. 1-2, Houston Cougars. That's a tough pick for me. My tiebreaker, 72-61 in the national, let's go 72-64 in that championship there against Iowa State. Sometimes you just dig yourselves in holes from the start. Use that phrase a lot. That's kind of what I did to myself, but I'll be confident with this. I'll go with it. I'm definitely going to fill out a lot more, but this is the one that I'll put out there. As thank you all so much for watching. March Madness starting up. This is my bracket. As always, not confident, but we'll see how it pans.